your boy Reaper. Today is Friday, September 19th. It is currently 69 degrees. The high today is supposed to be 90. The low is 69. There's not a chance of rain today. So, on the homestead today, we are going to start off with we need to feed the garden. We have not done that Wednesday. We didn't do it Wednesday. We hadn't done it since Wednesday. So, we need to go ahead and do that today. But before we get started, I need to decant some fish amino acids, some fish fertilizer. We make it here on the homestead, and I just need to grab some more out of the bucket to put in the jar that I use. Wait, my bad. Flipper Ripper, y'all don't want to see me. Beautiful morning, sun is up, but starting to get ready to hit the homestead. It should start like right over here and then work its way across. Birds are fairly quiet for the moment. We made a change yesterday. The queen pulled out the cucumbers and planted some more. She said we had plenty of them to spare. People weren't really buying them, so she decided to plant them. All right, we are somewhat set up over here. We're gonna have to take a quick peruse though. I mean, I would love to just come out here and be all business, but I have to check things. I have to check a few things. Look at that lemongrass finally popping up. Boy, it took you a while to get going, buddy. Lemon time is laying all down. We have a tropical hibiscus flower. Okay, that's mugwort. It's doing its thing, but I think I'm gonna cut it back. It's kind of tall and leggy. All right, just a quick little peruse through here, and we're gonna go ahead and get on. Little miters getting ready. Up, breakfast. That was more tart than sweet. Every so often, you need to come through and do a little maintenance, a little pruning. These are just weeds. Let's see where the cucumbers ended up. All right, let's not lose focus. Hey, period, buddy. Hey, banana mint. Yeah. Callaloo. Whoa. All right. Yeah, everything's looking pretty good. Now, do we happen to have any more leaves on any of these mulberries that are back here? I don't see any. They might not make it. That's cool. We recycle the soil, reuse the pots. Oh, another little Anaheim. I think this one might be through. We're gonna see. Hey, Cayenne, you got another little pepper? You got a couple of more, huh? That's cool. Y'all starting to turn yellow. Oh, fine ripening. That's cool. Yeah. All right, let's see. Some bells. Bells are looking pretty good. Yep, bells are looking really good. Some serrano. We got some serranos starting to turn red, so we're gonna go ahead and pop them off today, tomorrow. Bells are looking pretty. Not bell. Banana peppers are looking pretty good. Some small poblanos. A few more poblanos. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's move on. Keep going. We need to empty these trays today. Some serranos, some strawberries, look like a basil, dwarf mulberry. I did not put my belt on, bruh. Guess I won't plan on cutting and trimming anything today. Highly unlikely. This okra look good. This okra gonna get, matter of fact, this okra gonna get cut down. Oh, we got a little squash. We got a little squash, a little squish. Ginger and strawberries. Cosmos. They're pretty colors. But that sound looks good coming off my bike. Alright, we have a huge, what is this? Holy basil. Chile. Alright. We're just perusing around before we get started. Gotta walk the garden before we get started. And we're just looking. See what we can see. Alright. Shoot, buddy. You just showing out. We're gonna make you, we're gonna do like that. I like the way you kind of lean out the way. Alright. Let's keep on going. We had some lettuces, some queen came out here, planted lettuces. Good amount. Good amount. Tree okra. It didn't get as tall as a tree, but that's probably my own fault. Alright, now we didn't walk the whole garden, but we're gonna call that fair. At least till we get this done. I'm really just procrastinating on getting this done. Let's get under here and get this. I usually just leave this bucket here. Just grab what I need from there. Alright. Now how are we gonna do this? How are we going to handle this? Alright. Set this stand up. And I'm debating. We're gonna see how this works. I don't know if y'all gonna stay on the stand, flip or ripper. Flip. Or y'all going to go on my pouch. I don't know. Get me out of a stand. This thing does nothing I want it to do. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's see. You know what? I'm trying to think this out before I open up this stinking bucket. I wish I had it later. And we got one in the house, but I'm not gonna use that one for these purposes. Alright. That's clean. Now what we're gonna do is we need to fill up this jar. And we're going to fill up this jar. This jar we're going to use immediately. This one's going to be sitting in the cabinet, so I have to do this again anytime soon. All right. Good stuff, Q. No. Does it stink? Yes. And let's do this. We're going to open this up. And we're going to give y'all a shot of it. Let y'all see what it looks like. Flipper ripper. This is what it looks like. It's just fish parts. Heads, guts, bones. Weighed, mix equal parts sugar. And then put it in a bucket. I put it in a paint strainer first, a 5-gallon paint strainer. And then put it all in there. So if need be, I can just pick up the paint strainer and get all the solids out. And then I also had to put in a handful of leaf mold. So leaf mold is the finished compost, I guess you can call it. Oh, come on, phone. Get right, baby. Don't fall over. So, yeah, I just dug down in this bin, grabbed some compost, called it fair. Threw it in here, rather. Mixed it all up. Let it sit for at least 6 months. Bam. FAA. Fish Amino Acid. It gets better after time. After it's been here for 2, 3 years. I don't keep up. I can't keep up. I don't know. I have to do better about that. Now, how we gonna do this? Let's see this. I'm not sticking my. I don't even want to touch this stuff on top of my. Even with this glove on, I don't really want to touch it. Be for real. I'm from stay that way. Once I touch this jar with this thing, it's a wrap. All right, man, stop being a little, you know what I'm saying? What's gonna do this? You ain't here to do this. Stop tripping. Ain't no easy, no pretty way to do it. Just do it. Gotta motivate myself to do this stuff. I don't want this on the top. Now what I'm gonna do is just pour this through the strainer. And it's just straining all through. Good. Oh, and I got it on my other hand. It's on my face. It smell like fish most of the day, bro. Basura trash. Basura caliente. Hot garbage. Now the stuff that's wasting on the work table, you'll grab the water hose and just. That might actually be good though. We're gonna see. In this jar, what we gonna do with this jar? Usually I throw it in a bucket of water and let it sit there for a couple days. Come on, work with me. I really don't. Come on, gotta go there. You were doing so well. Alright, let's see if we can get this without making a huge mess. I'm gonna have to go a little bit. Tincture, a little bit. Whatever, not a little bit. Come on, baby. I'm a little slow on me now. No, we ain't gonna stress over this thing. Does not have to be full. That's enough. It's just drain slow. Let's do this. Can't I don't have enough hands. God, this stuff. outside. You have a genius idea. You just blow it up. Okay. All right. Starting to call the flies. Attracting all flies. Attracting all flies. Hopefully we can get this done once. You're not really sitting flat. Here. Here. Moving kind of slow. Yesterday was a pretty busy day. I didn't get a chance. It was hot too. I didn't get a chance to work out in the garden and do as much as I had hoped. Come on. There we go. Speed this thing on. Let's get this closer just in case. We need to do it real quick. I mean, that should about fill it up, right? That's a paint jar. This thing's about a paint. 2 cups if you don't know what a paint is. All right. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, cool. We got this done. Yeah. Oh, my hands. It's all on. It's all on. It's all on the people. People are gonna die. I'm not gonna die, but I'm gonna smell like fish most of the day. Oh, that's just trash. You know what? Let me stop complaining. If I just get some but you know what? Let's do this in the compost bin. The reason being, this is still a source of plants. Not the plants, the soil. The soil would benefit from this. You semi-clean. Right there. All right, let's see if we can work this thing out. Should be able to. Yep. Put that right there. I'll put this on you. Yeah. Yep, we're gonna get y'all out the sun too. Yeah. I know. And I need to label this jar. I mean, I could always just open it and smell it. But I don't want to open this in the house. Let's be for real. I don't. All right. This stuff is already on my hands, so I'm gonna put this up here. Now I'm gonna give this a quick rinse. Now, in actuality, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna fill up one of those jars when I finish, and then I empty one of those 5-gallon buckets. Or we have a 1-gallon. That's what I'm gonna do. That's a long question. You have a 1-gallon cookie jar. So I'm about to fill up with water and just put this stuff in there. Now, as it sits for a couple of days, I don't know the science behind it, but the fish amino acids are going to start to become lactic acid acids. I don't know where I learned this from. Saw it online somewhere. I think I tried it. It was like just a teaspoon of fish amino acid and water will start the process of converting to make some last too. We use, yeah, today Friday. I don't know, Monday, Tuesday. We need to make some lab. I want to make some cheese. I don't like cheese. But you can say I'm lactose intolerant. Over time it started to mess with my stomach. And so now I don't mess with it. But I made farmhouse cheese at home. That doesn't seem to bother me much. So that's usually what I do for cheese. I make it myself. Or I just use brewer's yeast. All right, a little bit of cleanup was needed. All right, we are going to. I'm gonna take y'all around with me. We're gonna just let this on the ground. We're gonna drop that right there, and then fish. Guess we finna see what'll work to get rid of fish. Try everything. Dishwashing liquid, black soap. I don't know. Guess we even try some lemon. Don't know why I think that would work, but white noise. All right, can we one hand these? Nope, that's not gonna work. That's gonna be too slick. That's gonna be too slick. All right, let's do this. Let's always adjusting something. All right, and let's move on. Got some FAA. Definitely not gonna put this up against my body or in my pocket. Can we? Weird angle, but we can make it work. Yay. Should have flipped the camera around. Why y'all in my face? Alright. Everything else we need should already be outside. So, let's go ahead and get to mixing this stuff up and get to treating the garden. I am a few days behind. Okay, now this, we're going to put this over here out the way. Hopefully I don't forget it. This we're going to put right here. Y'all, we're going to put y'all right here. We're going to hope I put y'all right here. Alright. Let's see. I smell like fishes. That's probably too low. Hit that with a one of these. Y'all don't need to see me on all the buckets. Yes. All right. I gotta go watch my. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day. Would you want? It's a beautiful day to grow some food. Beautiful day to grow some food. I'm trying to kind of move this setup a little bit. I'm usually fighting with this hang dry wreck. We're gonna try to not fight with it with it. Let's see where we at. Behind the presentation. All right, now. Let's do this. try to put these in some type of order. Real not necessary, in my opinion. But I try to go the three that's always needed: brown rice vinegar, or your living vinegar, your OHG, and your fermented plant juice. Those always need to go in. So, ooh, that's active. Smells like fermentation. I need my towels. I just can't get everything in there. Fingers. All right. Slow Friday. I hope everybody's having a good Friday. All right. Let's do this. We're gonna start with the FPJ component, and we're gonna mix this at 1 to 500, which is 8 milliliters per gallon. 5 gallons, 8 times 5 is 40, so we're gonna put in 40 milliliters, which is 2 tablespoons, 2 teaspoons. The black one is a tablespoon, the silver one is a teaspoon. Alright, that has what it needs. We're gonna just go down the road. The end goal is to have enough to treat the garden and enough to mix into the sprayer to spray part of the garden. I'm not sure if it'll be enough. We'll have to see. The goal is to treat the garden and spray the garden. That's the goal. So many fish. Bro, I'm gonna get a shower. I wonder how many showers am I gonna end up taking a day. Alright, now we can sit this off to the side somewhere so we can put it back in the house. And then after the the FPJ, we're gonna put BRV, brown rice vinegar. This is actually oregano vinegar. Yeah, when you mix this the same ratio, 1 to 500. So 2 teaspoons, 2 tablespoons, 40 milliliters. Let that go. The vinegar creates the right environment for bacteria and to thrive. It lowers the pH to the range in which these little microbes like. And it's living. It has a mother in it. And we made it at home from oregano that we cooked. Alright, moving on. I used to complain about how long this takes me, and now I'm just trying to learn and enjoy it. It's part of the process. I mean, I started growing things for a couple of reasons. One of them is patience. I'm not a really patient person. But, and I hope that was the second one I put in it. I wasn't paying attention. Was that 2 in this last bucket, or was that 1? Y'all paying attention in the stream? Was that 2 or 1? I don't know. It's just me. Alright, now we're going to add the OHG. OHG is mixed 1 to 500. No, 1 to 1,000. So it's 4 milliliters per gallon. So 4 times 5 is 20. So it's half. 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon. I need to take this. I should have been taking this for the last couple of days. I've been kind of congested. Now, it just takes swigs of it. I keep smelling fish because it's on my hands. Alright. 1 teaspoon, 1 tablespoon. This is the medicine for the plants, like truly. It is made with 6 different, well, really 5 um, 5 different ingredients that are known to have medicinal benefits, either antifungal, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory. They're known to be good for the human body, and I guess it's known to be okay for plants too. What's in here is a tincture of ginger, garlic, angelica, licorice root, cinnamon bark. Should have been 5 things that I made. All right. Done did it. Now that's the base solution. That right there, what you just saw me mix up, is called the maintenance solution. If you don't give your plants anything else, giving them that, you will keep them okay. But we're gonna give them everything. I noticed last week I didn't. Last week I didn't give them fish amino acids. One, the jar was running low. The jar was running low, and I ain't feel like messing with this stuff. So I did. And I also want to see, because technically, you want to be careful with how much nitrogen you give plants that are fruiting or flower. Too much nitrogen can just retard that, make the fruiting and flowering stop, and then go back to vegetative growth. Or it doesn't stop, but you just have more plant growth than you have fruit growth, right? So we're gonna introduce this back. It's not a lot. It's a teaspoon a gallon. It ain't even 5 milliliters, 4 milliliters a gallon. So we're gonna mix the same way, one each, one black, one silver. 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon. Got my face, Craig. Get out my face. Bugs everywhere. Of course, right? Come on, lean off there. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Oh yes, this is gonna be the most powerful nutrient feeding that you guys have had since the last one. Actually, this should be a little bit better than the last one. This has nitrogen in it. The other one did. Yeah. And the thinking is, I mean, ain't the thinking. The reason is, on the loofahs, we started to notice that they're starting, some of the leaves are starting to yellow. Could loofah just be a heavy feeder and want more nitrogen? Possibly. We didn't do that research. But it is setting fruit right now. So we don't really want to give it a lot of nitrogen right now. It seems counterintuitive. Um, but the plant is still going to need some nitrogen because leaves are still growing. Nitrogen is still needed, just not a lot. I've seen somebody, I was watching somebody make this stuff on YouTube, and he drank it, like took a little couple milliliters. I don't know, he just drank it. It was like fish sauce. Never had fish sauce that I know of. Never had fish sauce by itself. So I don't know what fish sauce tastes like. I know what this was made of, and I ain't. Maybe if I made it with something different, like the stuff that I used was a couple days old. And so in that case, I probably wouldn't. But then again, for all I know, the fermentation and everything deals with all that. I don't know. I just want to try it. I tell you what, if I ever get some fresh fish and try this, like kids catch fish, actually clean it that day, and I get it to deal with it, maybe I'll try it in a year. But this was a fishing trip for them. They had the goods in a cooler for a couple of days before they got back to the house. It was a horrible smell. But at least they kept it in the cooler, which kept the flies and the maggots off. Definitely didn't help for the smell. Alright. You FAA, you stinky, you slew-footed. Alright. I just have to stay in the house today because I'm going to be smelling like this everywhere I go. Quit waiting. Okay, now we have labs. This lab is actually pretty old. I don't even know how long you're supposed to keep this stuff with it being suspended in brown sugar. It's almost a year old. Like this says October 25th, 2024. Pretty sure it's not as effective as it could be. So we're gonna make some more. This is mixed up same way, 1 to 1,000. 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon. Alright, that in there. Now these are like the soil helpers. These work along in conjunction with nitrogen. They're really used mostly in the vegetative stage. I need to really look up a simpler way. I need to look up what they do and see if I can find a simpler way of explaining. Cause I just call them as like soil helpers, but I didn't try to learn how. What are they doing that considers them to be soil helpers? And I don't know off the top of my head. I only got room for so much stuff. I gotta keep all my random information intact. I feel like old boy off hold on. I feel like old boy with the Mind Palace off I did it. Off not I did it. Off Dreamcatcher. Homeboy that was trapped in his mind. And he had the Mind Palace. And he was trying to free up space. He was back there burning the lyrics to old songs to free up some space. I ain't trying to do that. But now I'm gonna show my age. It'll be like Johnny Me Money. Keanu Reeves in his older movie. Late 80s maybe? Early 90s? I can't remember. He was a smuggler. He smuggled data. It's like, man, how do you remember all this stuff? I just dumped a chunk of long-term memory. Oh, for real? Yeah, my childhood. Wait a minute, sir. This here is water-soluble potassium. We're going to add this because most of everything is fruiting right now. Fruiting or flowers. We're trying to develop seeds. And this is going to help with that. And this is mixed at 1 to 1,000 as well. This was made by growing some sunflowers, taking the stalks, turning them into charcoal, soaking them in water for it. Potassium is water soluble, so it should be extracted and left in the water. The charcoal went back and went into the compost to get charged, become biochar, to get used in the garden. We are getting closer to the end, people. After this, we're going to have 2 more inputs. We need to make some more of this too. Water soluble calcium. We make this. I guess we'll do a video on making this. Starting this. Because we got to turn them things into charcoal. We might find a way we can do that outside. Oh, that crap just stinks. Definitely going to be outside. Now with this, it's mixed at 1 to 1,000. It provides calcium to the plants to prevent against blossoming and rot, poor fruit set, weak skins on fruit, weak looking fruit. This might be the last time I use this. You gonna use it all, baby? I don't think so. We're gonna get a teach me. Right. Alright, now the next thing we're going to mix up is we're going to add some Epsom salts, some magnesium sulfate. And how do I usually do it? I think I usually do a teaspoon a gallon. That's probably too much. I hadn't noticed anything tricky behind that. So let's just go 4. Probably supposed to, I'm not sure what the mix up is. I use a tablespoon per gallon. So I usually put 5 of these in here. You know, I hadn't noticed anything wrong from that, so we're gonna stick with that. Then after the string, I actually look up what it's supposed to be. Cause I really want to say it's like 1 to 2 teaspoons a gallon. But here's the thing, you can always try. Learn what'll happen if your plants get too much and pay attention for that and back up. Or the safest way is to start low and work your way up. My only thing with that is, you know, how do you know when it's enough? Or I won't even count. I'm gonna just stop that right there. Gotta safety solve. Mom said you can do 2 things at one time. Now part of me is wanting to stop at 4. See, I gotta freak myself out. And I can put 5 in here for months. I hadn't noticed any adverse effects. We have some burning on the tips of some of the leaves. I think that's put too much dishwashing liquid in the spray when I was spraying. All right, that's done. Oh, this takes so long. All right, now the next thing is to give it a good stir, so we can get our intentions put in, get the not baking soap, Epsom salt dissolved, and to get everything thoroughly mixed. You stir to the right, thinking good thoughts, thinking happy thoughts, placing your intentions in the solution. All right, that's how we do that. Try to give it a good stir, also a good 30 seconds or so. And how did you get the water in? Yes, I do. Alright, good job. Now smelling good, looking good. Yeah, good dark color. Yeah, y'all ready to eat some things? Y'all are? That's what's up. That's so good. I'm proud of y'all. Alright, so first thing we're gonna do is fill up our 2-gallon watering can. We'll start watering up here, and then we'll work down near the fence. And then, I don't know. We'll probably work at the fence, start at the orchard, and work our way back to the left to end up over here, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We're gonna go the way the watering can tells us to go. All right. What about you? What do you have? Oh, you have positivity. You are amazing. Food garden well. Yep. Got a plant big, strong, purge. You get more confidence on how pretty they look, how good they smell. Last week at the farmer's market, we decided, the queen decided, to put all the basils up front. So it's different kinds of basil, some sweet basil, Genovese basil, some holy basil, some spicy cool basil. And we didn't turn on the diffuser this time. We always had a diffuser. Like, I think the plant's gonna smell good enough. And they did. Anytime people walk past our brush, and they just company. One of the vendors who works across from us, he walked up to the table. He has a worm composting company named Wormworks. He walked up to the table, and first thing he did was just brush all the plants and then smell. And I was like, see, I like that. He wasn't like he was being malicious or nothing. He just brushed them. You know, if you grow plants, you go brush a plant, it's gonna release its scents. He just brushed them, smelled. Oh, they just smell so good. All these basils. That was a great idea to have the whole front of the booth smelling like basil all day. Just ate the one. All right, there we go. Intentions are in. We are ready to give those. You know what I might end up doing today is, can y'all see this? Yeah, replanting this elderberry. Kind of been letting it sit right here. That's why it gets a little sun on it, getting a little water. It's not too. That's a fungus on it now that I'm looking at it now. Y'all know fungus growing from. All right, how we gonna do this? Y'all gonna be on my chest while I'm doing this, so get out my face, Creed. Get out my face. All right, let's go put y'all on the little bouncy patch. And we are off to see the wizard. All right, let's go grab the watering can. Should be back here. Ouch. Did I pass? Oh, that's over here by the trees, bro. That's over by the orchard. You know, last place you left it. I'm so smart. All right. We got our little net to protect the trees. Haha, and them posts actually came in handy. Them little sticks. I'm glad I ain't take them out the ground. We're gonna see how well it's gonna protect stuff. All right, morning, babies. Yesterday I was out here pulling up a bunch of poison ivy. There's a lot of it out here. Still some. I didn't get it all. I got tired of dealing with it. And I got tired of tempting fate because I did not have on gloves. There's some right here. If you don't know what poison ivy look like, you should probably learn. That's poison ivy right there. Leaves of 3. 1, 2, 3. Kind of weird looking. This is a small one, so the leaves don't have their little lobes on them. It usually comes around lobe, kind of almost like ivy, because it is an ivy. But yeah, I usually just can y'all see? Can you see? Yeah, just like I can't really see, because the more I lean, the more it droops. And I'm learning that it's usually attached to an underground root. Just like this, just like this. Now this ain't poison ivy, this is Virginia Creek. And it does grow on the root. See that? But I'm finding out poison ivy does the same thing. There's some more. There's some more. So over time I get this stuff out of here. All right, babies. Y'all looking good. I don't want to waste this water. Oh, you know what? We're gonna put this water in this 1 gallon container. Problem solved. Then I can make some fermented seawater. I need to make that too. Fermented seawater. That's like a medicine for the plants. You kind of, let me not say that. Because the OHN is a medicine for the plant, the Oriental Urban Nutrient. That's more like calamine lotion. You know what I'm saying? It's good for like the skin of the plant, right? Got some issues with the leaves, some fungus stuff. It helps with that. Oh, we need to put that mulberry up. We get that mulberry. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that we uppotted this mulberry, put it in a tree pot. It's one of the older cuttings that I have, and it looks the worst. And I think because it was in a small pot. That's a tree, right? So it wants to, do tree things, have a tap root. All right, so let's do this. Initially we're gonna scoop out the water out of this bucket into this watering can, and at some point, once we get down like 4 gallons of water, it'll be easier to walk around with. It's already heavy enough, but when it's full of water, water sloshes. Water move when you move, just like that. Luckily though, this little container is about a quart. So 8 of these, if it's filled up, usually gets the job done. If you don't miss it, if I don't pour it all over the floor, all over the ground. And if I keep the shotting frame. Probably about 2 more of these, 1 more after this one. Hopefully. Who the hell do you just fill the thing up, bro? All right, closing up. Now at this point, we'll come back and get that bucket. Just doing things with this one hand is gonna make it a little difficult. And we just gonna, give them a little drink, pull up, drink. Yeah, Mama Spider. You looking good. You a soldier hanging out here outside. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Keep giving us new babies. Oh, the blackberry didn't make it. Oh, the blackberry didn't make it. Let me give you a little water just in case your root system is still alive in there. Alright. Let's see. We have another blackberry down here. Let me give you a drink. Alright. Good deal, buddy. Lucy lemon tree. You need to be in a bigger pot too, sweetie. You really do. I mean, you are consistently dry every other day. That means you need a bigger home. We're gonna get a little mully, a little drink. All right. I said I was gonna come back and get this thing, but I'm being kind of lazy. Let me just carry this at the side. I say I'm being lazy while I'm walking around with 20, 30 pounds of water. Hey, grapes. I know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with y'all other than keep y'all right here and keep doing this until all the grain stops growing. All right. Yo, Lucy. Another one of Lucy kids. Really ain't trying to water that as much as just the food is in the liquid. All right. Let's holler at y'all. See, look at these mulberry cuttings. See how good they look. Right here, right there. And these ain't that old. Got a mango, some longan fruits. One of the people at the farmers market dropped off some longan fruit cuttings. So we're gonna happily grow them, or attempt to grow them, to the best of our abilities. Everything gets a little drink. And this stuff right here needs to go. Now this is not poison ivy. This is pepper vine. But it vines just the same. Oh, and I stirred up all them eggs. Whoa, whoa. Nah, I can't stay here. let's grab this root and we're gonna go and get up out of here. Jesus. Look at that. And I got an N on me. Get off me. Gee, look at that. That's all root. It's crazy. It's crazy work. Look at all them ants. Can y'all see them ants? Do you see? Y'all see them ants running around? Yeah, we're gonna need to go on here and get on up away from over here. I already got bit on the inside knee. Trying to get these air layers a little moisture and some good stuff. All right, I'm gonna put the rest of it in here. Good deal. Man, we're gonna go back. Stepping on stumps. Oh man, look at this. Get off me. My bad. Y'all probably couldn't see that. I just tilted the camera down, getting that ant off me. All right. Let's feed you guys. This is my white Marseille. How you doing, buddy? Hey, buddy. Let's move down here. Here, not trip on nothing. All right. Let's refill this. I can go ahead and tell you this is not going to be enough. And I might have to squat down because if I bend down, this app is going to trip. You rotate your phone. Stop rotating your phone. Okay, need to get my myself in a more comfortable position. Bro, let me zoom out. Man, I hope everybody's having a great morning. I hope everyone has an amazing Friday and a blessed weekend. Definitely restful and peaceful. All right. My bad. Let's move on along. All right, rotate around. Y'all see my leaves looking pretty bad. That's called rust. That happens to figs down here in Mississippi in the summer. All right. What's the next thing I need is a for sure way to water these things, especially when they're on an angle. Let me go. All right, that's kind of tough to see. All right, now we done fed all the air layers. Let's feed the plant. All right, come with me, Mr. Bucket. Sit right there, Mr. Bucket. Now here we have some figs. We have different kinds of figs. Oh, and we got some mulberries in here. Now I want you to droop and you won't droop. And we got some mulberries in here. Doop, doop. Rest of them are different kinds of figs. Y'all look thirsty. Yup. You look super dry, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. Let me not step on a little stump. Alright. I'm doing good. Y'all looking really good, boy. I'm so proud of y'all. Don't worry, we trying to get some more y'all, bro. We trying to get some more y'all. Get y'all some people to... Alright. Okay. Alright, let's go holler at Lucy over here. Hey, Lucy. What you up to, girl? That's good. Now, Olive. Boy, don't knock that bucket over. This is Olive. She's an olive tree. This is olive oil. Nothing simple. Straight Popeye's old lady. Alright. Got another one of Loose Kids. Alright. Move around. I say alright a whole lot. This is a Violet de Bordeaux fig. Recently put her in a new pot. Give her some juice. This white Marseille fig. I might have to do some surgery on this thing. I need to figure out how can I get it to look like a tree again. Well, maybe not a tree, maybe a multi-branch shrub, but it needs to look better than this thing. So, during the winter, we'll prune it up real good. Now, that's not gonna be it. Let's put a little bit more in here, and we'll give the rest of this. My bad. We'll give the rest of this to this LSU fig. This is a LSU gold fig. Now it has a zipper on the bottom. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna do this right here, and hopefully we get it to do what we need to do. I hope y'all can see this, cause you can't, of course, right? There we go. Now I wanna get rid of all of those little pellets Oh man, my fig fell off. See what I'm saying? I made my fig fall. Now I'm upset. No, I'm not for real. But I want to get rid of them little fertilizer pellets, but I think they all throughout the soil. So we're not gonna do that to the plant. Should they be watered through here, huh? To some degree. But adhesion and cohesion are real. So I'm gonna lose some water. All right. Now I'm giving this a little bit more water. I'm being a little partial. Yes, y'all heard me say it. I am treating LSU Goldie a little bit more special than I'm treating the rest of y'all. One, this is the most money I've ever paid for a feed. Two, I want these feeds. There are other LSU varieties that I want as well. So this is my first one. The gold is my first one. And they have a purple, a strawberry, a Scots black. All right, let's see where we at now. We're gonna run through this bucket, and when this bucket is done, we'll go ahead and end the stream. And then I'm gonna continue to work after a while. I need to check some stuff at work. I want to get this done while it's still cool outside. Cause yesterday they said it got to 90. Wasn't that pleasant? It was hot. It was hot. It wasn't middle of the summer hot, but it's hot enough I ain't want to be standing in the sun working. And I didn't really have anything to do in any of the shaded areas. All right, that's an olive tree, pomegranate. All right, now this one here, this fig hadn't gotten much bigger this year. It was about this size last year. I did get cuttings from it though, and it looks like you see it. It wants to sprawl from the bottom. So that's what we're gonna let it do. Now the ones that's coming out of the ground, right up in that area, uh, they're gonna eventually get gone. Now my plan is to allow them to get a little bit bigger and then use them as propagation. Because I mean, propagating the fig, I don't know what's the smallest size. I try to stick to like thumb size, pencil to thumb size. Look at this. Somebody come look at this. This thing is called, man, I looked up this. I hit it with the app. I think it's called West Indian Mallow. I cannot remember the name of it right now. But we got this from somebody at the market. It was small, and looking bad. We coasted back to life. Still looking good. I gave it a bigger home yesterday. And it has these little pods for fruit. Oh, we call this thing the Egyptian roach plant. We were told it was an Egyptian some or another. But we call it the Egyptian roach plant. I don't know if you can see. I don't know how well. It's too close to me. I can't. I'm trying to find some leaves that's gonna probably show it the best. Do you see? But you can probably see, but I can't see what you see. No, not without some extreme zoomage. There we go. Focus up, baby. Focus up, buttercup. You know what? Let's just do this. I'm gonna just pop off a leaf. I gotta pop it off at the bottom, bro. You know what I'm saying? Plant doing well. I'm about to mess up some stuff. Let's pop this one off down here. Let's see if we can get this thing to focus. See them two little horns at the top of it? By my thumb, underneath my thumb? Like little roach antenna. So man, the queen called it an Egyptian roach plant. I don't know. I don't even know what benefits it truly has, but it grows. It looks different. And we'll see if we can propagate this too. Cause why not? Wait, did I give this one some drink? Can't be skipping stuff. You know what? Let's give this a little drink. Alright, that's done. And we're gonna give this a little drink. Alright. You're gonna need more than this, buddy, my bad. We're gonna start with you. Yeah, I know, you still thirsty. But this ain't really a drink. This is just something you take before you get the drink. All right. All right. We are not walking this back up here because we're just going to empty a gallon out of another bucket and walk the 4 gallons out here. It's not that difficult to walk the 4 gallons out here. I can actually walk. All right. Cool. All right. That is toying, people. Let's do this. Let's get y'all out the couch. Flipper ripper. So, appreciate everybody for showing up. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. Um, we are going to continue. Have to check some things first, see what work talking about. Then we'll continue feeding the garden, and watering the garden. We didn't water anything out here yesterday. We just watered the front part of the garden up that way. We didn't water anything out this way. So we're gonna treat the garden, water the garden out here, and finish treating the garden. Probably add some more water to the ones up there just to kind of allow. This is not a lot of liquid. So, we want this liquid to permeate through the substrate. We have to water it in. We have to water it in. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna water it in. Um, we ain't even walk out here to the oak. We're gonna walk out here to the oak. We're gonna walk out here. Hey babies, how y'all doing? Ripper, ripper. How y'all look at this? See, this is when I need to spray. Aphids. Look at these aphids. And if it's some aphids, it's probably some ants. I don't see ants on this one. Yes, I do. They're crawling up the stem. The ants are farming the aphids. So there they go. Y'all see? That's what I mean when I say the ants are farming the aphids. The ants are probably brought in the aphids and are protecting the aphids, keeping them straight. And the aphids produce honeydew. And these little white things, if we can get this thing to focus, those are scaled. They look like little pieces of mold, but they're actually a little bug. All right. But yeah, we're going to come back out here and harvest a little okra. Because some of these are already. Like this one. This one's good and ready. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna come out here and we're gonna prune a little. We're gonna prune a little from down the bottom and we're gonna harvest a little from up top. I love okra flowers. They're so pretty. They are so pretty. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this okra. Somebody look at it. Look, flipper ripper. Somebody come look at it. Somebody come look at it. His plants is taller than him. Maybe his plant's tall. Maybe he just real short. Now I'm about 5'7". But yeah. Oh yeah. We got some. You know what? It's time to dehydrate some okra. Cut this okra into like 1 inch chunks, cubes, nah, pieces. Season them up real good and throw them in the dehydrator. We're gonna see. I've never done that before. So we're gonna see. Ooh, you about too big, buddy. Oh, you still soft though. Can't believe it. Good deal. Good deal. All right, let me get up out of here. All right. Appreciate everybody for showing up, spending your time with me, sending your energy my way. It's greatly appreciated and hope it's going to be reciprocated. Today is Friday. Saturday, 8 o'clock, we'll be at the Farmers Market on High Street in Jackson. 8 a.m., 1 p.m. Come holler at us. You know what I'm saying? Come shoot the breeze. See what's up there. Even if you're not getting anything for us, come holler at some of the other vendors. Man, there's a lot of great people up there with a lot of great products. Some sourdough vendors, some produce vendors, some crafts vendors. So I mean, come see. You ain't gotta come get no plants. We ain't even gonna press you into buy plants. We gonna press you with a smile and a hey, how you doing? That's it. We like to share that energy. All right. Hey, pretty bird. Is that a hummingbird? Nah, that's too big to be a hummingbird. Flipper ripper. It's two on. One on the corners of both of these pots. One just flew off. Oh, we came. Oh, the third one. See him? And then this one on there. And one just flew onto the tree. Those aren't hummingbirds, I don't think. Probably just some other little bird. I think that's too big to be a hummingbird. Anyway, let's get flipper ripper. All right, so let me stop. Let me quit. Let me get ready to go. Appreciate everybody for showing up. Follow your boy on YouTube. Follow, like, subscribe, share, hit the bell notification. We're also on Instagram. On Instagram, I am I suck at this. ISUCKATTHISSS. That is it. I let people know I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to figure it out. So after all that's done, We thank the creator for everything he's doing, and y'all know how this goes, right? Create more than you consume. And you don't have to suck at this, because I do. You have a good one, all right? Peace. And we out. Booyah.